Assalamu alaikum. In this session, we will discuss about zero force member in truss structures. So, what is a zero force member? If we draw a truss like that, in this truss, the member BD carries no force. That's why member BD is a zero force member. Now, one can ask, if a zero force member doesn't carry any force, then why should we provide zero force member in a truss structure in the first place? Basically, there are two reasons for providing zero force member in a truss structure. First of all, a zero force member acts as a brace link to prevent the force carrying compression member for buckling. So it is basically provided for stability reason. And the second reason is uh, a force magnitude of 0 can develop at a member at any time when it is subjected to time variant load. Now, what is the importance of identifying zero force member? There are basically two importance of identifying zero force member. Number one, it speeds up the overall analysis of the truss, and number two, it develops a understanding of how the internal forces are distributed in a truss member. Now, there are how we can identify a zero force member in a truss. There are basically three ways to identify zero force member in a truss without doing any kind of calculation. But for that, two conditions should prevail. Number one, no force no load is applied on the joint. Number two, no roller or hinge at the joint. If this condition prevails, then we can use these rules. Rule 1, when a joint consists of only two members having internal angle of alpha and alpha is not equals to 180 degree, then both of these members are zero force member. Here at joint D there is no external load and the angle between them is not 180 degree. That's why both CD and D members are zero force members. Rule 2, if a joint have only two members and the angle between them is 180 degree, then if one of the member doesn't carry any internal loads, then the other one is automatically a zero force members. If we consider truss, here at joint D, member AD and this here both collinear and angle between them is 180 degree. Now if one of them, suppose AD doesn't carry any internal force, then DC will be automatically a zero force member. Rule 3. If a joint contain only three members, like joint B, and two of the members are collinear, their angle between them is 180 degree, then automatically the third member is a zero force member. Here in this truss at joint B, there are three members and AB and BC members are collinear. That's why DB member is a zero force member. By applying these three rules, we can identify zero force member easily in a truss structure. Let's consider some examples. If we consider this truss, first draw the free body diagram. Now let's consider joint D. At joint D we can see there is only two members. There is no external force, there is no external load, and the angle between them is less than 180 degree. So we can say by applying rule 1, both ED and CD members are zero force members. So let's erase them. Now at joint H we can apply rule 3. If we see HB and HG, these two are collinear, and HF is a third member, so it automatically becomes a zero force member. Let's consider joint C. If we consider this force as a linear member, then we can apply rule 3 also. We can apply rule 3 here. C and this force is collinear, and this is the third member. So this member becomes a zero force member. Now if you consider adjoint A, this force and this member is collinear, and this is the third member. So this one also become a zero force member. Now we can easily solve the other member forces by using the method of joint. If you consider another truss, first of all, draw free body diagram. In this truss member, joint B, joint C, joint D, and joint E. We can apply rule 3 in all the joints in that sequence. If we follow from B, first of all this member becomes a 0,4 member. Then from that joint, this member becomes a 0,4 member. Then this one, and then this one. So this is the simplified truss, and we can solve it easily. Let's see if you guys can do it yourself.